This next entire chapter is on lists of numbers. That's all sequences mean. A sequence is a list. We're going to be doing a few things with these lists. We're going to have to find a specific number in the list. We're going to have to add up to a specific number in the list. And there's two different types of lists that we're going to be talking about. First one is called arithmetic. An arithmetic. Now, it looks like I'm pronouncing it weird, right? It looks like the word arithmetic. When it's used with the word sequence, it's pronounced arithmetic sequence. Or arithmetic sequence, I say arithmetic. All it is an ordered list of numbers with a constant difference. Have you guys ever heard the phrase, same difference? That's exactly what that's saying. So check this out. This is an example of an arithmetic sequence. These sequences, they can start at any number they want to start at, and they can change by any number they want to change by. This one happens to start at the number 3, and then it goes up to 5, and then it goes up to 7, and it goes up to 9. So how much is it changing by? Okay, so this is changing by plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. And that's how we would find the next number. So that's the constant difference. When we talk about the constant difference, it's denoted by the letter D. So the common difference, or the constant difference, is positive 2. Now, when that difference is positive, it means your numbers are getting bigger. Your constant difference can also be negative. That just means the numbers are getting smaller. So here's what we're going to do. First group of questions is just like your assignment. It says determine if it's arithmetic, and if it is, find the common difference. So take a look at number 1. Are these changing by the same amount every single time? How much are they changing by? It's a negative 3, right? So I go negative 3, negative 3, negative 3. Since it's the same all the way through, yes, D equals negative 3. How about the next one? Yeah, it looks like the next one. Negative 20. Let's see. Looks like negative 20 every single time. So yes, and the common difference, negative 20. Example 3. Now, when you guys are finding this number, are you making sure it goes all the way through? Yeah. Okay, good. Don't just check the first 2, because at the next 2 it might change. That means it's not arithmetic. So yes, it equals negative 30. How about number 4? Okay, perfect. So D equals negative 10. Number 5? So I have a question for you. How do you find the value of D? Is there a math way to find it? So yes, you can just see how much it's going up and down by, but there is a way to test it, and it's going to be more important when we talk about the next type of sequence tomorrow. I'm going to tell you right now how to find it. Okay. Take the first 2 numbers and subtract them. But when you subtract them, always go from right to left. 14 take away 9. It's 5. Now, if this is truly the common difference, that should work all the way through. Right take away the left. 19 take away 14. Okay. 24 take away 19. Perfect. So it's yes. Common difference is 5. Now, the reason why you're going to have to be careful with that, check out these guys up here. It has to go right minus left. negative 40, negative 30, subtract. When you combine these right here, turns to a plus, gives you the negative 10. So just be careful with that. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about what's called the geometric sequence. And it's going to have a similar pattern like that, except we're not going to subtract. We're going to do something else with them. So far, so good? Okay. Turn the page. So I have a formula that will allow you to jump to a specific number in the list. Just think about it. If I gave you this list of numbers, and you knew that the difference was like +2, but I asked you to get to the 100th number, would you want to just keep adding 200 all the way to get to the 100th number in the list? It's not practical. I mean, you could do it, possible, but it's not convenient. So there's a formula that will allow us to jump directly to the number we need to get to. It's called the nth formula, or the nth term. It's called n because it depends on what number we're looking for. If I want the 10th term, n equals 10. If I want the 25th term, n equals 25. The only two things you need to know, first term, common difference, and then it all becomes calculator work. Quick example. Find the 39th term. That right there is telling us n equals 39. We need to know the first term. It's 5. And what's the common difference here? It's also 5. So according to this formula, oops, I don't need the end anymore. I put 39 since we're finding the 39th number. The first term plus the common difference, and we're trying to find the 39th number. And the formula always has this -1. Then it all goes in the calculator. Anyone type it in yet? 195? So the 39th number in that list would have been 195. And like I said, you could just keep adding 5 till you get to the 39th term, but the formula is just a shortcut. A second formula is called the explicit formula. The explicit formula comes from the nth term formula. Now, all it does is it uses n as a part of the formula. That's the only letter in the entire formula is the letter n. So at first, they're going to give you the formula and they're just going to say use it. So this says find the first 5 terms. Okay, here we go. A sub 1 equals -11 plus 7 times -1. You guys know where I got -1 from? Because I don't. It was supposed to be 1. What's that answer? -4? Yeah. Okay, first term in the list is -4. Now I find the second number. What goes in the parentheses now? Yeah. You're going to notice whatever we put here, put it right here. So that answers 3. A sub 3, -11 plus 7 times 3. 10. A sub 4, negative 11 plus 7 times 4, 17. A sub 5. 24. So the explicit formula is just another way to get to the number you need. Now what I'm going to do is find this. So they want us to skip all the way and go to 34. So A sub 34. Anyone type it in yet? 2. I can't hear anything you're saying. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's 227. There's our answer. So I'm going to pause there for a second because I want you guys to do number 8. Exactly what I just did. First 5, and then they want you to find the 39th term. So the first one, negative 35, then negative, I'm guessing this is the pattern right here. Oh gosh, 35. Anyone find the 39th number in the list yet? 3,835? Negative, yeah. Let me fix that. I don't like that. 3, negative, bam, there's our answer. So you guys think so far? Easy stuff, right? It's just done in the calculator. All the formulas are going to be up on the board when you guys take the test, so you don't have to worry about memorizing. Very, very simple stuff. Okay. Last thing you're going to have to know how to do, write your own explicit formula. Now, your explicit formula comes from the nth term formula. All you have to do is plug in the first term and the common difference and then simplify. Simplify in this case means distribute and combine like terms. So here's a simple example. Check this out. See if I can remember the formula. I'm just curious. A sub n, A sub 1, D, n minus 1. That right there is the nth term formula. All we have to do is plug in A sub 1 and the common difference. So what's A sub 1 in this list? It will be 12. What's the common difference? Negative 5. Good. So we plug it in and then we simplify. There's Parra. There's Parra. Hello, hello. Check, check, check. You know what? The next time you interrupt me, coming down there. Care who you call. I was looking for a job when I found this one. All right. I'll let it happen again. Bye-bye. They hung up. Okay, so we're plugging it all in. 12 plus the negative 5 and minus 1. Simplify means distribute and combine. Now guys, when you multiply, the negative goes with the 5. So negative 5n plus 5, and then we have 12. So after we distribute, we combine. 12 plus 5, 17. There's our explicit formula. So what is an explicit formula? It's the same formula as before, it just doesn't have as much parts to it. And it still allows us to jump to a specific number in the list. So it's just sort of like a simplified version of it. And that's it. That's where I'm going to stop. I don't think we need to do the second one. So the assignment's in the back. It's going to have some It's going to have 4 review questions. I've already sent you the links to Remind, on Remind, to the videos where it might help you remember how to do it, because it's first semester stuff. It's how to multiply fractions, and it's how to solve equations that have fractions in them. I sent you 2 links to Remind, so hopefully that helps. And then in the organizer in the back, I printed out an up-to-date grade for you. I need those signed and brought back, and they're going to be for points. So make sure you pick them up. They're in the organizer on the right side right there. The rest of the time is yours to do the assignment.